Why does Spider-Man's suit go from homemade to high-tech? So Peter Parker is a resourceful dude. When he was just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, he started with a patched-up hoodie and a hand-sewn suit. But as he grew older and faced more responsibilities, his suit game had to level up. That's when Tony Stark swoops in and gives him a nanosuit in the MCU. But actually in the comics, Peter's upgrades come much earlier. He gets a new suit every 5 years or so, starting with a revamped hoodie and pants combo, then a full-on bodysuit with a spider logo on the chest. And of course, there's the iconic black and white suit that just screams responsibility. So which suit is the real Spider-Man? The one that started it all, or the one that came from a billionaire? I'll let you decide. Did you know Batman almost killed the Joker once? In several storylines, Batman is faced with the choice kill or spare. The Joker, of course, played by Heath Ledger, in the iconic 2008 film, was a mass murderer and a terrorist. And in one version of events, Batman does actually kill him. But this isn't the storyline that fans are familiar with. This is actually an alternate universe where Batman is a ruthless killer. As fans, we are familiar with the Batman that spares the Joker, even though he could easily kill him. This is the Batman that we know and love. The one that chooses to not kill the Joker because he doesn't want to become what he fights against. That moral line, that hesitation to kill, that's what defines Batman more than any gadget or fighting style ever could. What would you do in this place? Let me know in the comments below. For more such iconic heroes and villains, stay tuned. Who actually created Wolverine, you'll be surprised? Logan's story is one of the most tragic in all of comics. Born in Canada, he spent his early years in the wilderness, honing his skills as a fighter and tracker. But his life changed when he was captured by Weapon X and turned into the deadliest weapon there ever was. But who created this iconic character? You'd be surprised. Early on, Len Wein and Roy Thomas were the creative forces behind Wolverine, first appearing in issue 1 of The Incredible Hulk in October of 1974. They established many of the character traits and backstory, including his time at Weapon X. However, it was Chris Claremont and John Byrne who really expanded on the Wolverine mythos, making him the iconic character we know today. Their stories introduced some of the most famous elements of Wolverine's origin, including his adamantium skeleton and his memories being wiped clean. So which origin twist is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Tony Stark is a genius billionaire playboy philanthropist who made a vow to use his technology to help people in need. But what most people don't know is that Tony was broken inside, and one secret from his past made him even more vulnerable than he already was. After the events of the first Iron Man movie, Tony started to build suits of armor to cope with his fear and guilt over the weapons that he had sold to the military-industrial complex. The best arcs of Iron Man show him confronting that trauma, not just upgrading his tech. He was a hero because he was broken. It wasn't until he made this suit that he became human again. So what do you think? Which moment from Iron Man's history changed him forever? The Flash's origin started with science, not magic. In the comics, Barry Allen was a forensic scientist whose lab was struck by lightning. Now, this wouldn't be so interesting if it wasn't for the fact that said lab was full of chemicals. And when Barry was hit by the lightning, those chemicals reacted with his body, giving him super speed. It's a classic Golden Age science setup, but later writers added some time paradoxes into the mix, which made his story even more dangerous than it already was. See, after Barry was hit by the lightning, he woke up in a hospital bed, and the first thing he did was run out of there. He then proceeded to run around the world at the speed of light, which, according to the laws of physics, should have taken him about 7.5 minutes. But no, Barry did it in less than a second. And then things get really weird. If you could run back one day, would you? Black Panther's tech is more than cool. It's cultural power. Wakanda's tech comes from vibranium, yes, but it's also about reclaiming African excellence. When T'Challa became king, he modernized the country and shared its wealth, all while honoring its traditions and its people. He made Wakanda a haven for refugees and a place where everyone could be proud to be African. But it's not just about the tech, it's also about the message. Black Panther was the first superhero movie to have a majority black cast and crew, and it was a huge success. It showed that black people can lead and create and innovate. So when you watch Black Panther, remember, it's more than just a superhero movie. It's a lesson in leadership. It's a celebration of African culture. It's a reminder that we can create our own happy endings. How would you lead a hidden nation?